Greetings, I'm Chappers.
And I'm the captain.
We're back.
We're back.
It's Andertons.
It's Andertons.
We found a new cafe down the road that does really nice sandwiches.
So we're running late. It's 20 to 1 and we've only just started.
Don't tell them. They might think we're not professional, Lee.
If they don't know that by now, they don't know anything.
What can I put this into today?
Well, you know what? We did ages ago, we did a blindfold test of Squier versus Fender. And somebody sort of Facebooked me the other day and said, why don't you do that for Gibson and Epiphone? And I thought, that's a mighty fine idea.
Lee, do this.
What does that mean?
It's Facebook.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to blindfold Rob. What I've done is I've modified this Darth Vader mask here. If you can see inside, I've stuffed it full of paper towels.
So it's safe, so don't worry, I'm going to be fine.
So Rob won't be able to see anything. So he's going to wear the Darth Vader mask. And then what I'm going to do is I've got 4 Les Pauls outside this room, all been set up. One is an Epiphone Les Paul Standard. One is a Gibson Studio Pro.
This is going to be
great.
great.
A Les Paul Standard Gibson, and one is a custom shop Les Paul.
I haven't seen any of them to the extent that I went out into the corridor to borrow a tripod, and Tim went, no, don't look, stay still, look at me, and angled me away from the direction that they were in, just to make sure I didn't see them at all.
So, Rob doesn't know if any of them have got scratch plates. He doesn't know which knobs are supposed to be on which ones. And I've intentionally picked ones where all the necks are gloss finished, and the custom shop one is not aged in any way. So
and they're
again,
set up with identical actions.
Yes. So we're trying to fool Rob. So, Rob, would you care to put on...
By the time I take these off...
You can't see anything anyway, can you?
Your hair's changed.
So
okay.
Put this on.
Okay.
I will go and get the first guitar. Awesome. So you definitely can't see anything.
I'm sure you're doing something amusing in front of my face, but I absolutely can't see anything at all.
I go and get a guitar. For the people on screen, in fact, if you don't want to know, look away now. But this is what I've got.
You know what? I can't even smell, so my sense of smell is removed to tell what it might be.
So here we are. I'm handing it to you now.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, and I'm taking your guitar.
Interesting, because the very first thing I'm considering is the weight.
Yes.
And that makes me immediately question whether this is expensive or not.
Okay.
Now I'm smelling the sweet smell of the finish under my mask.
Everything's turned up to number 10 on the guitar. Rob's been having a little bit of a noodle so far. We're using the Rob's Silverback signature amplifier on a clean sound. Begin your...
Okay.
He's a pro.
Okay, this is definitely not an Epiphone. I'm going to say that it's too light to be a Gibson standard. I'm going to say this is a studio. And I'm saying that because it has the smell that I'm familiar with that kind of a guitar. It has the weight that I'm familiar with. And the setup is really nice.
Okay.
The fret job is impeccable. It feels like an expensive instrument. I'm not going to get stuck, am I? No. And nothing, but just by the way, absolute, complete honesty, I have no idea. I'm purely going on the weight and on the way it's set up and feels.
Well, look, so I've written down your first guess is the studio.
Yes. If it wasn't the studio, I would then say Epiphone.
And then, but what we'll do is after you've tried all 4, we'll ask you again, because obviously you've got nothing to compare this to yet.
Yeah.
So this one is going on the wall.
You know what I should do though? Can I just play the neck?
Yes.
The neck pickup. It's quite low output. I'm saying studio.
Okay, let's throw that cat amongst the pigeons and let's bring in guitar number 2. Thank you, hand of Rabir. Right, pop
What
that
makes
there.
you think you can join me there, start?
Pop this over here. Just plug it in again. And okay.
I say this is such a great idea for a video.
It's a great idea, isn't it? Right, so you hold this, but before you do anything, let me just show
Whoa.
the people on camera what number 2 is.
It's very hot under the mask, Mr. Lee.
I thought you were going to say that because you can't take it off at all.
No.
Okay, right.
So, initial, it's heavier.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's a Gibson because people know that. My entire reputation as a guitar player rests.
It's fine. I'll cock this up as well, so don't worry. I was the one that thought a Squire Classic Vibe was a custom shop telly, so
Ooh.
what do I know?
Interesting knobs that I don't recognise the feeling of.
Ah. Shall I plug it in and we'll have a little listen?
Yeah, let me just work out where. 12. There you go. Epiphone.
Wow, that was a quick leap to decision. What makes you say?
There's something about the feel and the tone that makes me feel like it's an Epiphone. I have no idea why. I couldn't tell you why. I've owned a couple of Les Pauls, and I think this is an Epiphone version of a Les Paul. Slightly less clear pickups. Oh god, I hope I'm not. If it's an Epiphone, it's been set up really well. I'm going to say Epiphone.
Okay, well, there you go. Thank you very much.
I mean, it plays.
Mr. Chapman.
It plays great, but there's something about the tone that tells me it's an Epiphone.
Well, we need the third guitar now. And I said you'll get a second guess at all this stuff. Are you enjoying this? I hope so. I am. It's awesome. Just seeing Rob in a blind Darth Vader mask. Thanking you, sir. Excellente. Okay, everybody.
I got an itchy nose. I got to scratch my nose.
Okay, don't look.
Okay,
Don't
hold
look.
on. I'm gonna.
You can't hear what I'm writing, can you? Like you haven't sort of worked out from the pen scribble how many letters
Yes.
might be in a name.
My ear training has reached such a level that I can now deduce an up, down, left, or right stroke.
Okay,
You're
right.
writing twat, aren't you?
No, but you've given me a great idea.
Oh, that's really light. Oh no. Oh man, I haven't got a clue. Not a clue. Plays great. I will say it plays the best out of all of them so far.
Wow, okay.
I'd say if this is an Epiphone, then that's great for Epiphone. Great guitar. It's very light, It's the least tidy of the fret jobs at the top, but that doesn't mean it's untidy. It's just the least tidy of the three.
I get that.
But only slight. I mean, it's a very marginal thing. This is a Studio Pro.
Okay.
The pickups are quite hot.
You said the first one was a Studio Pro, so
Yeah,
at the end I'm going to have to get you to change your answers.
Epiphone, then.
Go through the 4, and then I will, and you can feel them all again, and I'll ask you to recap.
Okay.
Everybody's really enjoying this, Rob.
That's good.
It's a great video concept.
I'm
I'll just
gonna
take
look
that,
a
please.
complete.
I love these. We should do more
We should
blindfold
do more of
videos.
this.
We should just do videos blindfolded.
Yeah.
Just Okay. So
Why
this
did you
is
laugh when he came through
No,
the
it's
door?
fine. It's just because Rabir was pulling a silly face.
Okay.
So this is the 4th and final one. See if you can guess what this one is. Okay.
What? What is this?
It's not a Les Paul. Anyway, that was just done for comedy gag. Right. This is the 4th and final Les Paul. And I will just, if the audience hasn't worked it out already, I will just tell them what this is. There you go, everybody. So, initial thoughts?
It's a bit heavier. I can't smell it. What are we on the amp? Is that just the dirty channel?
That is, no, I've put you back to the boosted clean channel.
Yeah, that's what I offer. This is the 59. $59.
You reckon?
When you say, do you reckon, I immediately doubt everything I've said. But I'm currently saying 59.
Okay. Well, look, let me just write that in my little notebook so that we've got a written record of what you said. And then we'll try them all again and see what you say again.
Man. I should also say that touching them makes no difference to what you think. It's feel, sound, and weight and smell that give you the most.
Smell?
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Okay, so I am going to give you the guitars again in the order that you played them, and just literally pass them to you one at a time, and then you pass them back, and you can give me your final. This is what I think it is. So I need from you, okay, I need an Epiphone Les Paul Standard, a Gibson Studio Pro, a Gibson Les Paul Standard, and a Gibson 59 reissue is what I need from you. So this is the first one that you played, which, just to remind you, you thought was a Les Paul Studio Pro. You know what, I should just say for the camera, when I do it, I'm not going to feel the knobs or the machine heads.
Yeah.
Because obviously I know, having seen them now, what to look out for. The second and the fourth guitar, you told me one was an Epiphone and one was a 59 reissue, but I'm going to pass you the first and the third guitar now because you thought both of these were Studio Pro. So you've got to decide.
Okay, so I'll tell you which one isn't the Studio Pro.
Yeah, and which one is the Les Paul
Okay.
Standard and which one is the Studio Pro.
This isn't the Studio Pro. So let me drop it in.
Okay.
Okay. This is the Studio Pro.
Okay, so we're doing then number one.
I'm going because the frets are a little bit
You
bigger, I
said
think.
LP Standard. Number two, you said Epi Standard. Number three, you said Studio Pro. And number four, you said 59 reissue.
Yes.
Okay, let me just put these back on the wall.
Do I
in
find
the
out
order
whether
that you tried them? I don't see any reason why you shouldn't. We can have the big reveal, but hold on a second. I just put so they're in the wall from left to right in the order that you played them. So, Mr. Chapman, take your Darth Vader mask off.
Oh, let me just
Put your glasses back on.
adjust
Yeah.
to the light because it's very bright when you've had a Vader mask on. Well, oh, yeah, okay.
Congratulations, you know your
Oh!
either.
Yeah!
Either that, or it's fair to say that the more you spend on Gibson, the more you can sort of feel that the guitar is better. As Rob correctly guessed, the first one was a Les Paul Standard, the second one was a Les Paul, an Epiphone, the third one was a Studio Pro, and the fourth one was a 59.
But I think my favourite of all of them was the Les Paul Studio, this one here.
Really?
Yeah.
And yet that was the one that when you first picked it up, you went, oh no, I think this is the Epiphone. So,
I know, but there was something about it that felt really nice. And that was absolutely fascinating. Now it's your turn.
My turn.
You're going to...
Right, well, I tell you what you should do. I'm going to leave the room, put a Darth Vader mask on,
Okay.
and you should mix up the order of them,
No
and
problem.
then I'll sit
do that.
there
I'll
and
do
you
that.
sit here.
In. Here you go. That's a water bowl, don't worry. Sorry. Okay, and you can sit down there. That's it. Sit. There you go. I'm not going to...
You need this notepad.
Okay, I got the notepad. So, how are you feeling? Can you see anything?
No. Oh, no.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's good. Right. So, viewers, welcome back. As you can see, we have Mr. Lee here. Lee can't see anything at all. As you eagle-eyed people will notice behind us, I have rearranged the array of Les Paul so that Lee can't tell by me grabbing off the wall what we've got. And also, you've agreed not to touch the knobs.
I'm not going to touch the knobs or any of the hardware. I'm just going to neck, and so I'll just use the controller, the pickup toggle switch.
That's good. I've got no pad and pen.
Where is it? Oh, you've got it.
I've got it, mate. It's all good. You don't need to worry about that. So let's start with this one. And all the volume knobs are on full. They're all tuned to standard again. And hold on. There you go. Don't touch the volume knobs.
Okay, I won't. Now, immediately, this is quite a sort of a thinner C-shaped kind of neck.
How does that make you feel about the guitar?
I'm quite a fan of the chunkier sort of 59 necks, but I don't dislike this at all. It's hard to play without being able to see what I'm doing.
Based upon the smell and the immediate feel of the weight, what's your gut feeling if you had to pitch?
I would say, I think the slightly thinner neck, the fact that it feels quite lightweight, so I'm guessing it's a weight relieved guitar. Hard to tell from the tone. Sounds like a Les Paul. That is the Les Paul Standard.
It's difficult to know where you are on the fretboard, isn't it, without looking? So, you think it's a Les Paul Standard?
I think so.
Do you want to play it with a bit of high gain?
Why not?
Why not indeed?
Why
You
not?
ready?
Yeah.
Silverback will see you through.
Ah, it sounds great.
It does.
I'm too scared to try and go up the fretboard because I'll get it wrong and then it'll sound terrible.
I know the feeling. The secret there is to play a root note and then slide it until you work out where the 12 is.
Good idea.
That's the way of doing that
Okay.
blindfolded. So, your first guess was Les Paul Standard.
Yeah.
Let's put that one back on the rack. Number 2. Let me plug this bad boy in for you. I'm just going to make sure it's all tuned. All the volumes are on. You're on a clean channel. Here is your neck.
Okay. Yeah, this is the easiest one, isn't it? Oh.
Well, you say that, but are you sure?
It's a much chubbier neck than the other one, so I'm guessing it's not as harsh sounding either. It's more mellow sounding.
Do you want it on a crunch?
Oh, this is okay. Okay, I'm just going with it's the 59 because it's got the Mahusive neck on it.
Okay, so you've guessed it's the Les Paul 59.
Yeah, and the pickups weren't so harsh.
Okay.
And it had a really low action as well, so I'm kind of hoping that that would suggest it's the deer one.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay, let's go with this one. Check the tuning for you. And here is your guitar.
Oh, heavier, heavier. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
From the minute that you strummed this guitar, I thought it didn't sound as good. And so therefore... Feels nice to play though. Feels nice to play.
Let me give you a bit of a dirty vibe. Not boosted, just a bit of crunchy
slightly
dirt.
chubbier neck as well, sort of in between the first one and the second one. Sounds great, but it doesn't seem to have the character and the body of the first one. I say it's the Epiphone.
You have guessed Epiphone. Here is your last guitar. I'm just going to plug it in. I'm not going to play it at all. It's all full volume. Here's your neck.
Oh, this feels great. This is definitely feels like the hottest one of the three. You see that? I just used the force there and I went straight to the correct note.
Now, Lee, you've already guessed that one of them is a Les Paul Standard, that one of them is a 59, that one of them is an Epiphone. So you've only got choice left.
Can I say that this is the Les Paul Standard now?
You can say anything you'd like.
I'll say this is the Les Paul Standard.
Yes.
Or is it? And then I'll have to try the two that I think are the same guitar again.
Okay.
To make a final decision.
So we're saying this is the Les P Standard.
Please be the Les Paul Standard.
Well, so that's the thing though. Which two are we going to choose to try again?
Well, so I'm confident with my 59 answer and I'm confident with my Epiphone answer.
Okay, I'll put a star by those.
Yeah, but
So
I'm not
star-
confident about the other two, so if I could just try those again, that would be awesome.
Okay, so this one and the 59 you're confident with.
I think I chose two to be at the Les Paul Standards, didn't
Yes,
I?
you did. You
So
did.
let me just try those two again.
Okay,
Or do
so
I?
this is the one that you said was the Les Paul McStandard. Here it is.
Oh. We'll try the other one?
The one you just tried.
Well, yeah, so...
Okay. This is the one that you just tried. No sneaky touching knobs.
Is it the one I just tried?
Yes.
Bloody hell. Oh, I can't tell the difference between the two of them. I'm going to say that both feel good to play. They both feel good to play.
Yeah.
I think this is the Les Paul Standard and the one that you gave me. The one I had before is the Studio Pro.
Okay.
So
Let me just put them all back then.
can't believe as well, because you got all these right. So the best I can do is just equal you, and the worst I can do is look like a novice.
Okay.
I'm just going to hang myself. if I get these wrong.
Well, do you want to take your mask off and I'll give you the news?
Whoa, that's bright.
But before I do you think it's good news or bad news?
I think a bit like the Fender one, other than the 59, which is so obviously a vintage feeling guitar.
Yeah.
It's it's really difficult to tell. I mean, obviously, the thing that you can't really tell when you're just playing like this is you can't really feel like one is beautifully made and one isn't. So I think you'd need to be, you do need your eyes to see that. But I would just say, God, like that, to be honest with you, it's very, it's testament to just how good mass-produced guitars are made.
Let's go guitar by guitar, just to do this.
Go on then.
So the very first one you tried, you guessed it was a Les Paul Standard.
Yeah.
It was the Gibson Studio.
Right.
The second one you tried was the 59, you guessed it right.
Yeah.
The third one you tried was the Epiphone, you guessed it right. And then the fourth one you tried was the Standard, which you guessed, and then you reevaluated and you worked out that originally your first one. So you basically got them all right again. Yeah!
What a great test. You should do this at home. You should seriously, you should go to your local music store.
If you've got four Les Pauls.
Go to your local music store with a blindfold, ask to try like all the most expensive guitars in the store. They'll say no. But yeah, that's cool. And do you know what though?
So relieved.
I think the surprise candidates there, the big surprise one is how good the Epiphone was.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it's kind of, there was something. There really, really wasn't a cheap feeling guitar out of the four of them, was there?
Yeah. What was encouraging is when you went, this is a great feeling guitar, and it was the Standard, Yeah. You're obviously so used to playing Les Paul Standards that you just had a knowledge of the feel,
I don't know what it is, and I think as well. Well, anyway, look, without wanting to make this a 17-hour-long video, I've really enjoyed that. We must do these.
Which was your favourite? Touch them all again, and then.
No. I think, to be honest with you, it's I'm probably always going to lean towards the 59, just because the older I get and the more I play guitar, the more and the less, because I don't play fast. It's all for me about kind of sustain and stuff. I'm more into that chubby neck now. But equally, I do appreciate that a lot of guitar players, particularly guitar players that want a more of a sort of a modern feel to their guitar. They're going to go for the Standard. So I would have to say...
You're a 59 guy.
Yeah, but equally as well, I know we didn't do any of that, the coil tapping and switching stuff, but to be fair, I love all the stuff on the Standard that lets you do all that switching.
Yeah. I'm the studio guy. I really love the studio. I thought it was great feeling guitar.
I mean, interestingly, one of the things that I thought I'd be able to feel more, but found it quite difficult to feel, was I knew that the Standard had an asymmetrical neck and a compound radius fretboard. So I was kind of thinking, now I suppose in fairness I probably wasn't playing far up enough the fretboard to really get the compound radius thing, but I was thinking, and as I was holding it I was thinking, oh man, I think I can feel it, but when you're blindfolded and the pressure's on of just like, are you feeling it or not? I wasn't really sure, but there was something when I had the Standard the second time round, it was like, that feels great.
Well, we're going to do this again. I come up with an idea called Andertons 3 Guitar Blindfold Challenge, or something that's a bit shorter that makes a better title for YouTube. But we're just going to get randomly 3 guitars, and we're going to have to guess which is the most expensive, and of course what they are.
Yes.
Which should be really good fun.
We might even do that before the end of the 2 days is out if we get time.
You'll see it first on Andertons. It'll be a regular feature.
So, that's it. Video number 1 in the can. I've been the captain.
I've been Rob.
See you next time.
Bye.
Randomise it up. So, give me the Les Paul Studio. Oh, fuck, just told him. Right. No, what a spaz. Yes.
Oh, such a bleep. I can't see it, but 5 that for me. That's great. That's going at the end of the video.
Throw me a fish. Oh.